Znači, komplet Europe tu patu, așa? China, Maina i China, ideš, Kina?
After Europe, I go to Sri Lanka, India, Nepal, Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, China, Korea, Japan.
Cel svet! Dobro, bravo.
This is Radio Vagabond podcast. My name is Palle Bo, and I've arrived to Belgrade in Serbia.
Super, dobro.
At the moment, I've been on the road for 6 weeks, and this is my 9th country. I've had a lot of fellow travelers say, slow down, and now's the time for me to slow down. When I was in Macedonia last week, I decided that I wanted to stay here for at least a week. So I found an Airbnb that I wanted to be in for more than a week, but unfortunately the one that I got my eyes on wasn't available till the day after I arrived here in Belgrade. But my Airbnb host said, well, no problem, I've got another one. It's a small one, you can stay there just one night, and it's very close to the other one, and you can have that one instead. So I thought, oh, sure, even though it was very small and extremely cheap. So I thought, well, it's just going to be a bed that I'm going to sleep in, and that's it. But it is very small, and it turned out that the people who were in the other one wanted to stay 2 more days, so now I had to be here for 3 days. And yeah, there's not even a pot that I can boil some spaghetti and some eggs in, so yeah, it's too small, and no washing machine, and I needed to do some laundry. But my Airbnb host, he's very nice, and he said, well, no problem, just my wife will stop by and pick up a few shirts and we'll do the laundry for you. So that's been very nice. So hopefully tonight I have some clean shirts. And that's good, because I'm going to an event tonight with a lot of fellow Danish people who live here permanently. So that's going to be very nice to go to a social event here tonight. Also, in a few minutes, I'm going on a day trip with my Airbnb host and a couple of Australian travelers. In fact, I'm in front of the building right now, and they're just picking me up in a few minutes. We're going to the second largest city here in Serbia called Novi Sad, and also visit a winery. And yeah, it's going to be a great trip, I'm sure. My host Milos turned out to be so much more than just an Airbnb host that wanted to make a few extra bucks on the apartments that he and his wife Maria was administrating. He told me that they don't really make much money of them. Maybe a little, but when you think of the hours they spend and the risk of them being empty from time to time, not much. He told me that most of all they do it to meet people from around the world visiting Belgrade. Maria and he got married last year, and we ended up being close friends.
Hey, how are you?
I am good.
Sorry, I'm a little bit late. I had some problem with the phone.
No problem. On this Friday morning, Milos came to pick me up, and on the way to his car, we spotted an old Lada. A car that we don't see much in Denmark anymore. I haven't seen a Lada like this for a long time.
Oh, really? It's popular here. There's a saying here in Serbia, you can go up to a greasy pillow, like a pillow.
Milos tells me that a Lada is a good car, and that they say that it can drive up a greasy pillar.
20 types of SUVs and stuff like that. And he says there's not a vehicle like Lada Niva.
No,
it's really.
and they never break.
Never break, and then they really can go everywhere.
Yeah, they were big in Denmark in the 70s. Then we went to pick up Lara, Nicola and Josh.
Hey, hello guys.
3 Australian backpackers that actually were living in the apartment that I was going to move into later that day.
Hello. I was partying all night.
Have a good night.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Hi. I'm Lara.
I'm Palle.
Nice to meet you. Hi, I'm Nick.
You're Nick?
Yeah, Nick.
Hi Nick. Palle.
What was that again?
Palle.
Paula.
On the trip in the car, we started talking about the NATO bombings of Belgrade in '99.
The military and the area around Kosovo, and that they bombed Belgrade, you know? So it was crazy, and then it lasts for 90-something days.
Yeah.
Over 3 months. And people gathering to protect the bridges in Belgrade. We organized the music concerts during the bombing in the evening. and we had a party every night on the bridge to protect it of bombing, because they bombed bridges. They bombed all the main infrastructure things, like hospitals, like TV stations, like police and military headquarters, bridges all over the Serbia. So every night people gathering on the bridge, a few thousands of people, with live performance, and then we all night, every day. It was crazy.
Milos, we're going to Novi Sad. What can you say about that?
Well, Novi Sad is the second biggest city in Serbia. It's important because it's a huge multicultural city. There are more than 20 different nationalities live there. It's also a university city where young people like to go and do their studies. Also, it's famous about the nightlife and about the beautiful girls. Yeah.
But more multicultural than Belgrade?
Yeah, more, because it's kind of different area, and you can sense down there the remainings of Austria-Hungary Empire, and architecture is different, and the mentality is different, and they are like a lot of people are from Hungary living down there, from Czech Republic, from Slovakia. So it's kind of a mixture of population, so the mentality is also quite different. And they're more chill, more relaxed, or slow down than in Serbia and Belgrade, and you will see it.
Novi Sad proved to be a nice place. Wonderful city center and a castle on top of a hill where they do a huge musical festival once a year. We also went to a smaller village outside of Novi Sad with a name I can't really pronounce, Slemski Karlota or something like that, to visit Mirko, a friend of Milos. He has a wine cellar under his house called Veselinović Benisek, where he produces rakia, a Serbian national drink. Very strong, but with a nice taste. In the cellar, Mirko told us how it's produced.
The rakia produced from the fruits that we have here. Mostly sold rakia abroad from Serbia is shiva, that means plum rakia.
And in the garden they prepared a nice lunch for us. With some of the wine he also produces, and some cheese and some very nice bread. I had a chat with the 3 young backpackers from Melbourne, Lara, Nick and Josh, and we found out that we've been in Brasov, Romania and Sofia, Bulgaria at the exact same time.
Well, we arrived in Belgrade as it is a convenient meeting place. We didn't know anything about the city, and so we arrived at Airbnb with Milos and explained to him that we had no idea about the city or what we were here to visit, and he was kind of surprised. But he sat us down and gave us a plethora of things to do and to look at, and as we stayed, every time there was something else to do, something more to look at, and it turned out to be really interesting. There was so much to do there, and we spent 5 nights, and there's still things that we could fill our time with. So it turned out to be fantastic. There was so much to do, and not a lot of time, but that's okay.
What's the highlights? I probably missed it, so I still have time.
Strolling around town.
Yeah, exactly.
I enjoy strolling around town. Yeah.
Cute cafes.
Yeah.
Posh cafes, actually.
Yeah.
Really?
It was bizarre. We went to this. We were just walking around the cathedral, and then we decided to sit at this cafe, and all I could see was really posh-looking people with women, young women, 20s, with Chanel bags and full outfits,
Yeah, face and
makeups,
makeup.
with their it's actually kind of cute, their little Pomeranians. And and then we went back the next day. The same women were there. We were there twice, so to be fair, we were there, but
They were there.
that was bizarre actually.
And today we've been with Milos on a trip here to Novi Sad and
Sremski Karlovci.
Slemski Karlovci.
Karlovci.
Can you?
I'm not even going to try. I don't want to
And right now we're in this small village called Slemski Skalolski. And you might be able to hear that we've tasted some of the great wine that you
And rakia.
And rakia. Yeah. We've tried a bit of everything. That's probably why we're so goofy. No. Seriously, you are traveling. You've been traveling. You've taken a gap year. You all went to school together in Melbourne, and then and right now you've been traveling since March. In 15 seconds, can you tell me the countries you've been in so far? Who wants to
Josh
try?
can do it fast. He can go.
Belgium, Germany, France, Spain, Portugal, Italy, Croatia, Bosnia, Romania, Bulgaria, Serbia, Cyprus, Greece, Ireland, England, and I think that's it.
Wow.
That's it.
And now from England to here?
That wasn't in order.
No,
Sorry.
that wasn't in order. Okay. So how long are you going to travel still?
Another 2.5 months. Or 2 months, yeah. We fly out October 15.
So 15 more countries, I guess.
Yeah, hopefully.
Now, where are you going from here?
Kosovo. I'm going to prison.
Prison.
And then on to Pej, and then on to Zablijak. Zablijak.
They're hard to pronounce.
Yeah, they're very hard.
Yeah. Montenegro.
Yeah, and I've only been traveling for 1 month, and I have only 9 to 10 countries in those 6 weeks. So can you give me some kind of a good travel advice for the next 3 years and 11 months?
Chill out.
Chill out.
Yeah.
Don't get an Indian belly bug.
No.
That's my top one.
Yeah.
Don't land up.
Did
in
you
a
get that
German-
when you were in India?
Yeah. And then I ended up in a German hospital. So don't get a.
What did you eat?
I don't know.
Bug.
Bug, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
It's been so nice seeing you guys, and we'll connect on Facebook. Can I look you up when I get to Melbourne? At the time of my visit to Belgrade, there was a huge musical festival going on. We were there on Saturday night, and the popular Serbian band SARS were on stage. I really liked it. So there I was, jumping up and down with Milos, Maria and a couple of their friends, and I actually learned the lyrics. If you listen carefully, you can hear me singing along. And I got the words right. They call it the Beer Festival, and since it's free to get in, a lot of people show up. According to Milos, around 700,000 over the 5 days. SARS were playing on the Marlboro stage. Yep, sponsored by cigarettes. And they were not shy to put cigarette logos on stage. Big neon signs with the Marlboro logo were all over the stage. Something like this would not happen in Denmark and in most other Western countries, but Serbians don't have any problems with it. And Serbians are also heavy smokers. We had to leave the festival early because it was also at the time of the Olympics, and Serbia was playing the water polo finals against their arch rivals from Croatia. So I was invited to go to Milos and Maria's home to see the game with a group of friends. And we won gold. Yep, I was totally Serbian that night. And on my way home, the Serbians were celebrating the victory by driving around and around in a big roundabout with the horns and practically sitting on the rooftop of the cars with Serbian flags. The night after, we went back to Milos to see the Serbians playing the basketball finals against the American Dream Team. And I was thinking that the whole city would explode in one big party of celebration if the sensation should happen, and Serbia also should win that one. But as you might know, they didn't. Anyway, our Sunday at Milos and Maria started in their garden. I was there at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it was one nice afternoon with drinking, barbecue, and talking to 10-15 of their friends. We had a really good time, and I'm absolutely certain that I will see Maria and Milos again. Just a few days before I was going to leave Belgrade, they said to me, if you want to stay longer, we have an apartment and you can stay in that one for a week for free. Yeah, that's the kind of people they are. But I wanted to keep moving, and after 8 days in Belgrade, I said my goodbyes, and after a few hugs, I was on my way to my next stop. Milos arranged that I was going to be picked up at the apartment and be dropped off at my next Airbnb in Budapest. It was sort of a minibus with door-to-door delivery and only 25 euros. So my next stop will be Budapest in Hungary. If you like this podcast, please share it with your friends. I'd be so happy if you gave me a review in iTunes, and you can follow me on Twitter. My handle is Radio Vagabond, and also on Instagram, Palabo. And that is my name, Palabo, and I gotta keep moving. See ya!